that marks the auspicious beginning of the third edition of SOA Literary Festival. As is the traditional practice now, our students would be formally welcoming our esteemed guests on dais with potted plants, a symbol of our shared commitment to nurturing a greener, more sustainable future. So we would first like to welcome His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Odisha, Dr. Hari Babu Kambhampati ji, with a big round of applause from all of you. And we would also like to welcome all our esteemed dignitaries on dais with potted plants. Thank you so much. We would now like to take this opportunity to felicitate our chief guest and esteemed guests on dais. May I first request Srimati Saswati Das, Vice President Shiksha Anusandhan, to present a memento, an uttariya, and a handmade portrait of His Excellency by one of SOA employees and an alumnus, Mr. Sonu Panda, to our chief guest, His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Odisha. The traditional way of paying our respect to our esteemed guests, a token of appreciation from the SOA family. And this lovely portrait by one of our alumnus as well as a SOA employee, Mr. Sonu Panda. Thank you. I now request VC SOA University, Professor Dr. P.K. Nandar, to felicitate former Secretary, Sahitya Academy, New Delhi, Dr. K. Srinivas Rao. Thank you so much. May I now invite Professor Dr. Gayatri Balakonda, Head of Prachin SOA University, the Festival Director, who is also one of Odisha's most celebrated literary voices, a poet, fiction writer, critic, and Sahitya Academy awardee, to present the welcome address. Let's welcome her with a round of applause.
Good morning, one and all present here. It is my profound honor to extend a warm welcome to all our distinguished guests and participants. We are deeply privileged to have among us our Chief Guest, Governor of Odisha, Dr. Hari Babu Kambhampati, whose steadfast commitment to education, literature and culture continues to inspire generations. Sir, your gracious presence to inaugurate this festival lends it immense dignity and meaning. We are truly honored by the presence of legendary poet, lyricist, scriptwriter and social thinker Padma Bhushan Javed Akhtar ji, who will receive the SOA Sahitya Samman 2025 for his extraordinary and lifelong contribution to Indian history, cinema and literature. At the heart of this celebration stands our visionary founder, President Professor Dr. Manoj Ranjan Naik, whose guidance and leadership have made this festival possible. We are privileged to have his inspiring presence among us today. A very special and heartfelt welcome to our guest of honor, Srimati Saswati Das, Vice President SOA, whose unwavering support, quiet strength and steadfast commitment to the vision of this institute continue to guide and inspire us. Our warmest welcome also extends to our guest of honor, Dr. K.S. Rao, former Secretary of the Sahitya Academy, whose contributions to education and culture enrich our shared intellectual landscape. We remain grateful to our esteemed Vice Chancellor, Professor P.K. Nandar, for his constant encouragement, and to my colleague, Professor Jyoti Ranjan Das, Dean DSW, for his invaluable support. I express my sincere appreciation to all the eminent writers and thinkers who have travelled from various parts of the country to enrich this gathering with their insights and experiences. Your presence elevates the spirit of this festival and offers our students an invaluable opportunity to learn, reflect and grow. A special welcome to all faculty members, students, media friends and well-wishers whose presence fills this festival with vitality, imagination and creative spirit. Mexican Nobel laureate Octavio Paz once wrote, "Between what I see and what I say, between what I say and what I keep silent, between what I keep silent and what I dream, poetry. My friends, today we inhabit that very space, the space between expression and silence, between memory and imagination, between the creativity of the human mind and the rising intelligence of machines. It is with this spirit that I welcome to the third edition of SOA Literary Festival, held under the theme Culture, Creativity and Artificial Intelligence. This festival is a celebration of dialogue, imagination and innovation. Shiksha Anusandhan, widely known as SOA, one of India's most preferred multidisciplinary research-driven educational ecosystems, was founded by visionary Professor Dr. Manoj Ranjan Naik. His bold dream, clarity of purpose and faith in education transformed an idea into a globally recognized institution. Today, SOA stands as a symbol of excellence, innovation and social commitment. In pursuit of excellence, SOA established Prachin, a dedicated center for the preservation, propagation and restoration of India's heritage and culture, on 17 July 2019. Under the visionary leadership of our founder president, Prachin's major initiatives include the digitization of over 7 lakh pages and 4,500 books, the editing and publication of rare texts such as Tharodas Mahabharata, and significant epigraphical work including Prachina Oriya Abhilekha. We offer PhD programs in anthropology and tribal studies, yoga and culture studies, engaging 30 research scholars. Our center regularly hosts national workshops and lectures. This year, SOA proudly institutes two major literary honors, the SOA Sahitya Samman and SOA Yuva Sahitya Puraskar. For its inaugural year, the SOA Sahitya Samman will be conferred upon Javed Akhtar ji, a celebrated scriptwriter, lyricist, poet and thinker whose words have defined the emotional and cultural landscape of modern India. The SOA Yuva Sahitya Puraskar goes to acclaimed Oriya poet and writer Suresh Nanda Tripathi, a gifted young poet who promised writes the path of literature's future. Together, these initiatives reflect SOA's commitment to heritage, scholarship, creativity, innovation and the future of Indian literature. The SOA Literary Festival is not just an event, it is a living dialogue between writers and readers, between heritage and innovation, between human imagination and the possibilities of the future. On behalf of SOA University, I offer my deepest gratitude to our dignitaries, participants, organizers and well-wishers. My colleagues and students have worked tirelessly, and if there are any shortcomings which I pray may be forgiven, I seek your kind understanding. As we embark on this journey together, let us remember, in every silence a story waits, in every pause a vision emerges, in every shadow imagination breathes. Welcome to the SOA Literary Festival 2025. Welcome to dialogue, to creativity, to culture and to innovation. Welcome home. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Panna, for that very warm welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us on stage Dr. K. Srinivas Rao, former Secretary of the Sahitya Academy, New Delhi, an eminent scholar, linguist and cultural administrator who has played a pivotal role in advancing India's literary landscape. His tenure at the Academy strengthened multilingual literary exchange, archival initiatives and major national festivals of letter. May I now request him for his address. Let's welcome him with a round of applause as well.
Namaskar and good morning to all of you. Respected Dr. Kambambati Hari Babu Garu, Honorable Governor of Odisha, respected Janab Sri Javed Akhtar ji, distinguished poet, lyricist and scriptwriter, Professor Manoj Ranjan Naik ji, founder president of Shiksha Anusandhan, Madam Srimati Saraswati Das ji, Vice President Shiksha Anusandhan University, Professor P.K. Nanda ji, Vice Chancellor, Shiksha Anusandhan University, Professor Gayatri Bala Pandaji, Head Prachin, and also the Festival Director, Professor Jyoti Ranjan Das, Dean Student Welfare, Shiksha Anusandhan University, distinguished writers, scholars who are assembled here, the faculty and dear students of prestigious university and friends. It gives me immense pleasure to be here today with all of you. And I thank Professor Manoj Naik ji, Professor P.K. Nanda ji and Professor Gayatri Bala Panda ji for giving me this opportunity. Friends, literary festivals are joys, celebratory occasions, utsavas. In the festivals, not only literature is celebrated, but life itself is celebrated. All literary expressions concern humanity and thoughts about life, and hence, literary festivals are nothing but celebration of life. There are expressions that are ancient and exist from the times human beings started living in caves, but literary expressions are primordial and satisfied the basic need of humans to share their emotions, feelings and thoughts with other people in a very direct and complete way. Literature, be they stories or novels or poems or plays, is the story of humanity. Literature reflects reality of the time of its composition, but also acts as a repository of the culture of the society. It is the aspect of literature that we will be celebrating in this wonderful literary festival. This edition, like the previous ones, provides wonderful opportunity to the Odia writers, poets, scholars, researchers, students, and literary lovers of Bhubaneswar to participate and attend a festival with a mix of eminent minds from different parts of India. The writers and readers of literary creations in all the languages adapt to the available technology of the day for providing and consuming literary creations. From the palm leaves to copper plates, to printed books, to computers, to smartphones, both writers and readers have been adapting to the embracing the dominant technology for dissemination of literature. That being the case, literary festivals and literary institutions too keep adapting to the dominant technology. Otherwise, they will be left behind as time does not wait for anyone. So it is very gladdening to note that the organizers of this festival have come up with a wonderful theme of culture, creativity, and artificial intelligence. So far as missions and human beings, plus creations by people and missions are concerned, right now, or for that matter, ever since the computers were invented, the situation has been we are at one end of the spectrum and the missions at the other end. Or if some people would prefer humans and missions are traveling in the adjacent parallel lines. However, advances in the mission or AI-enabled medicine, including Neuralink and other personalized medicine, along with robotic surgeries in the contemporary period, the boundary between humans and missions are getting blurred by the day. Artificial intelligence has moved from the realm of science fiction into a pervasive everyday reality. Tools that generate images, compose music, write essays and poetry, and even mimic human voices have sparked excitement, anxiety, and deep philosophical debates. Given the massive reach to internet, AI system is mightily empowered to propagate the cultural paradigm of the world across the globe and beyond a foreseeable future. This is another advantage of AI over humans when it comes to culture. As far as creativity is concerned, at the present time, human beings are light years ahead of machines. That is, being AI creativity is basically the combination of derivative, combinatorial, and statistical, while human creativity is the combination of emotional depth, lived experience, embodied perception, and intention and meaning. Artificial intelligence produces outputs, while humans produce expressions grounded in experience. It is gladdening to see that this edition of SOA Samman's Literary Festival will feature discussions on the future of publishing, print, digital, and beyond, the mission as Muse, AI in art, music, and literature, the future of storytelling, tradition, and transformation, myth, magic, and mission, reimagining tradition in the age of AI, the morality of missions, ethics, law, responsibility in AI creativity, beyond the imagination, literature in the age of artificial intelligence, cinema and AI, lights, camera, algorithm, the future of filmmaking, among others. I thank once again Shikshavan Sandhan and Prachin for giving me this opportunity. My best wishes to the organizers and all the participants and the audience. And heartiest congratulations to respected Janab Javed Akhtar Saab, who is going to receive Shiksha Anusandhan Samman, which they are giving for the first time at national level. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Srinivas Rao, for your valuable insights. We have with us on stage today Srimati Saraswati Das, Vice President Shiksha Anusandhan, an educationist, institutional leader and change maker. She has been a guiding force behind SOA's growth story and a strong advocate for women empowerment, inclusive education and social responsibility. Her leadership stands testimony to the fact that quality education can seamlessly blend with compassion to create an impact. May I request her to address this wonderful gathering. A warm round of applause as we welcome her.
Respected Chief Guest, Honorable Governor of Odisha, Dr. Haribabu Kambhapati, our guest of honor, Dr. K.S. Rao, former Secretary, Sahitya Academy, New Delhi, Sri Javed Akhtar, SOA Sahitya Samman awardee, Professor P.K. Nanda, Professor Gayatri Bada Panda, Professor Jyotiranjan Das, distinguished guests, eminent writers, faculty members, persons from media, and my dear students. It is my profound privilege on behalf of Shiksha Anusandhan to welcome you all the inauguration of the third SOA Literary Festival. The SOA Literary Festival has swiftly grown into a vibrant culture platform where literature converses with history, creativity, engages with critical thought, and young minds interact with distinguished literary voices. This year's theme, exploring the intersections of culture, creativity, and artificial intelligence, reflects SOA commitment to harmonizing tradition with the possibilities of the future. I would like to acknowledge Prachin, the SOA Center for the Preservation, Propagation, and Restoration of Ancient Culture and Heritage of India. Through its work in research, documentation, and scholarship, Prachin has become the intellectual and imaginative force behind this festival, enriching SOA's cultural landscape. We are deeply privileged to have with us our Honorable Governor, whose steadfast commitment to education, literature, and cultural enrichment continues to motivate institutions like us. Sir, your precious presence strengthens our resolve to nurture a vibrant academic and literary environment. We are privileged to have among us our SOA Sahitya Samman awardee, the legendary poet, lyricist, and thinker Sri Javed Akhtar. His courageous voice, lyric mastery, and profound influence on Indian literature and cinema make him a truly deserving recipient of this distinction. We are also delighted to welcome our guest of honor, Sri K.S. Rao, whose thoughtful engagement and literature and culture has enriched our contemporary literary landscape. My heartfelt appreciation goes to the eminent writers and thinkers who have traveled from across the country to be with us today. Your participation elevates this festival and offers students an invaluable opportunity for learning and reflection. I extend my sincere thanks to the organizing team, faculty members, and dedicated volunteers for their tireless efforts in shaping this festival with such care, vision, and commitment. I wish the third SOA Literary Festival great success. Thank you. Jai Jagannath.
Thank you, Srimati Das, for your inspiring words. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we all had been waiting for has now arrived. The SOA Sahitya Samman 2025 will now be conferred upon a towering creative figure, a poet, a lyricist, scriptwriter, thinker of extraordinary influence whose words have defined the emotional and cultural vocabulary of modern India. With several awards and honors to his credit, including the Padma Bhushan and the Sahitya Academy Award, and decades of creative brilliance, he continues to inspire generations. Before we proceed to that, we have a short video which we want all of you to take a look at.
शायरी लफ्जों का संगीत है और संगीत आवाज की है.
A creative genius, visionary, one of the greatest wordsmiths of Indian cinema, whose oeuvre bridges literature and life, art and conscience, and continues to inspire generations through unwavering truth, poetic imagination, and profound humanism. He is an eloquent voice of reason and progress.
घायल मन का पागल पंछी उड़ने को बेकरार, पंख है कोमल, आँख है धुंधली, जाना है सागर पर. जब तक वो लिख रहा है, वो शब्दों को महसूस नहीं कर. ये कमर्शियल राइटिंग नहीं है, ये राइटिंग है, लिटरेचर है.
Shiksha Samman deemed to be university is honored to felicitate the legendary poet, lyricist, scriptwriter and social thinker Padma Bhushan Javed Akhtar with the SOA Sahitya Samman for 2025. The honor is being bestowed.
Well, before we proceed to the moment, I'll first request Dr. Ashish Mahanti, Associate Professor and member of the organizing committee, to please read the citation.
A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's my honor and privilege to read the citation of our esteemed guest, Javed Akhtar ji, legendary poet, lyricist and scriptwriter. Respected sir, singularly admired as a legendary poet, lyricist, scriptwriter and social thinker, your words have shaped the emotional and cultural fabric of modern India. Your creative genius bridges literature, art and life while impacting generations with unwavering truth, poetic imagination and profound humanism. Your literary creativity and accomplishments have left an indelible mark on the collective consciousness of all who have followed modern Indian literature and films. Your unique style will always remain a timeless signature in the annals of Indian literature. With deep admiration, humility and gratitude, Shiksha Anusandhan Deemed University, Bhubaneswar, takes this opportunity to honor your enduring contribution to Indian literature and cinema. Thank you.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the SOA Sahitya Samman will now be conferred upon on one of the greatest wordsmiths of our times, Padma Bhushan, Shri Javed Akhtar Sahab. I'll take this opportunity to request His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Odisha, Dr. Haribabu Kambhampati ji, to present the SOA Sahitya Samman 2025 to Shri Javed Akhtar ji for his lifelong and literature. A big round of applause. तालियों की जगह कम नहीं होनी चाहिए. The honor also carries a cash prize of ₹7 lakh, a citation, a silver idol of Goddess Saraswati, a shawl, and also a portrait of Javed Sahab done by Mr. Sonu Panda, an alumnus and an employee of SOA. The applause should keep coming. It's a privilege and honor for us that the SOA Sahitya Samman 2025 is being conferred upon Javed Sahab. A lineage of 7 generations of writers, a poetic voice that has shaped modern India's emotional vocabulary, a master storyteller and lyricist whose work continue to resonate across generations. What a legendary figure. And an inspiring body of work. We are truly privileged that you are here with us. The cash prize of 7 lakh. Along with the Samman. Indeed, the SOA Literary Festival is honored to recognize his extraordinary journey. Thank you so much. And I will now take this opportunity to invite the SOA Sahitya Samman 2025 awardee, Shri Javed Akhtar Sahab, to share his reflections with us. A big round of applause as we welcome him to speak a few words here.
Your Excellency, Honorable Governor of Odisha, ladies and gentlemen, and the students of this great institution. I am really thank you very much, and I have promised myself that one day I will deserve this honor. I'll work hard on it. It's always a pleasure and a great opportunity to come to such educational institutions, because in a way these institutions are kind of time machine. When you get into them, you get a glimpse of the future of India, the time that has to come. These are the people, these young people who are sitting here. They are tomorrow's India. And when we meet them, we talk to them, and we have Q&A with them. So every question actually is a statement in itself. So you come to know what tomorrow's India is thinking, what direction India is looking at, and so on. So it is really a great opportunity and honor to be invited by an institution like this. Thank you very much. What had happened, perhaps, that is what I have always thought and felt, that in so many years, it is not that we have not made progress. When India got independence, we were not able to make even a needle. Today we are one of the most industrialized countries in the world. We have made huge progress. Yes, it's true that it could be much more than what it is. But then too, the achievement is not ordinary. But in this race of or effort or pursuit of material gain and achievement, to catch the gravy train, if I may say, we have left some baggage on the platform. And that baggage was language, culture, mythology, poetry, art. Because somewhere we started believing that all that cannot be put in the bank or can be taken out from the bank is not worth keeping at all. We had a kind of a setback as far as culture is concerned. Our younger generation, we did not hand over that dharova, that wealth which was given to us by the later generation, senior generation. And it's most welcome that today the universities and educational institutions are looking in that direction. And they are having a literature festival. Yes, I mean, any literature festival is not some kind of a pill that you will have it and everything will be hunky-dory and IQ in aesthetics and sense of history will come back within a minute. But it is a process. It's a kind of vitamin. When such occasions are organized and young people go through it and get an opportunity to listen or think about these things, which are equally important to make a complete human being, a complete future Indian, then it helps. This vitamin is necessary that the younger generation should get. Language, literature, our tradition, our history, our mythology, because without that you may have everything, but the tree may become very big, but the tree will have no roots. And trees don't stand up, keep standing without deep roots. I think the more we spread out, the more we should go in. Only that is a perfect, strong tree. So thank you very much for inviting me, and thank you very much for doing this exercise. after this, I think we have a session where I'll be court-martialed and there will be people, there will be a Q&A also, so I should save whatever little I have to say for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Javed Sahab, for those words of wisdom. I'm sure all of us will carry that in our hearts for a long time to come. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for some book releases on the occasion of the inaugural ceremony of the SOA Lit Fest. The first one is the release of River Daya, based on Professor Gayatri Panda's Sahitya Academy Award-winning Odia poetry collection Daya Nadi, translated by Ms. Lipi Puspa Naik. I'll also request her to join on stage, and I'll request His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Odisha, and all esteemed dignitaries on dais to release the book. Dr. Pandas is an eminent poet whose work has been translated into nearly all major Indian languages. She's also received the Sahitya Academy Award for her poetry collection Daya Nadi. The work draws on the river that witnessed the Kalinga War, reflecting on violence, healing, memory, and the human quest for peace. Thank you. Our next book is, in fact, the critical edition of the 15th century Odia epic, the Mahabharata, by Sandadas, considered the Adi Kavi of Odia literature. This will be released in 3 parts. The volume has been edited by Shri Gauranga Charan Das, Pradipta Kumar Panda, Santosh Kumar Akhtar, and Fanindra Bhushan Nanda. I request Mr. Panda, Mr. Akhtar, and Mr. Nanda to join on stage and request the dignitaries to release. First, we'll release the Madhya Parva. As you know, this is the first complete version of the epic in any language other than Sanskrit as part of the unique project taken up by SOA. Earlier, the Adi Parva and Karna Adi Rasa Parva had been released. Now we are releasing the Madhya Parva. We will then be releasing the Sabha Parva. This is the Sabha Parva. Thank you to all our esteemed dignitaries. May I now request, thank you once again for the book releases. I now request Professor Dr. Pradipta Kumar Nanda, Vice Chancellor of SOA University, a distinguished academic leader and eminent researcher who has played a central role in SOA's rise as one of India's top-ranked universities, to address this gathering. Let's welcome him with a round of applause.
Good morning, Jai Jagannath, esteemed chief guest of this function, Dr. Haribabu Kamalpati, Honorable Governor of Odisha, esteemed Padma Bhushan, Sri Javed Akhtar ji, who is a legendary poet and lyricist, also the SOA Sahitya Samman awardee today. Honorable Vice President of this Shiksha Anusandhan, Madam Sashwati Das, guest of honor, Dr. K. Srinivas Rao, former Secretary of Sahitya Academy, Dr. Gayatri Panda, who is heading the Center for Prachi and also directing this literary festival, our Dean Students Welfare, Professor Jyotiranand Das, all the distinguished guests of the dais, our deans, directors, traditional deans, associate deans, our chairman of our advisory board, all the distinguished delegates, all the literary experts of the country, our faculty colleagues, and dear students, media persons, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, on behalf of the university, as Vice Chancellor of the university, I welcome you all to our campus and the city of Bhubaneswar for this great festival. University has been organizing this and proactive in organizing, promoting such kind of culture and therefore we are organizing this third edition of this literary festival. The genesis of this university started in 1996 with a small institute, handful of students, faculty, which actually went beyond, and in 2007 it was granted deemed to be university by UGC, and then the focus changed to creativity, innovation, knowledge creation, dissemination, and so on. So though we are having all the disciplines, we have now 13 institutes offering degree in 10 disciplines, all are professional disciplines, degree. Nevertheless, we also would like to promote social science, and in future we will establish Institute of Social Science as a pilot study. We established the Center for Prachin, Preservation and Restoration of Ancient Culture and Heritage of India, and also to promote art, culture, sociology, literature, etc. under the ambit of aegis of the Prachin and the SOA University. Now, the new education policy has clearly marked and vouches for that not only the excellence in technology or the science, but also it should have creativity and foster the growth of the art, literature, and poets, culture, language, etc. And there should be synergy between these two, otherwise the innovation will be kind of a machine who is actually working in a society. And to foster creativity and innovation, the base is the culture and actually the language and the art. So we create a base, and on the base, the university is synonym for creativity and innovation. And therefore, this is creativity innovation drives also the society and the development of the society. So as a community, we need to coexist and also co-create together with the help of the tool that is creativity. As regards this, the different professional disciplines, we have created 18 centers of excellence, 18 different research centers, dedicated research centers, to foster, to work creatively, innovate along the line of the missions of Government of India. The latest one we created, the Center for Quantum Science and Technology, along the line of National Quantum Mission of Government of India. And the clarion call of Honorable Prime Minister for Atmanirbhar Bharat and to innovate and to have startups. Also, the university is very proactive, providing a platform for innovating through creativity, fostering creativity, and so that to contribute to the society. The theme of this conference, the creativity, culture, and AI, the very contemporary theme. I congratulate Dr. Gayatri Panda to actually move for such a theme, which is quite contemporary because AI is ubiquitous in the society. Now it is not a buzzword now, it has been pervasive to the last mile of the society. And we have already been into it. Souls of university, souls of this domain of art, culture, language, and also creative thinking. AI is not a threat, rather AI will help us boost our creativity, will help us to co-create things and eventually drive the society to a next height. And I believe all the great thinkers, the creative people are here, and definitely with this kind of the mindset and the thinking will provide a stronger base, and with the supplement of AI, our creativity will be in the next dimension which is desired at this juncture of time. So therefore, I wish that this base will definitely be pervasive to the other disciplines as well, which are driving our economy, also make us Atmanirbhar Bharat. Stability of all the creative innovations and creativity needs this. And we need emotional intelligence which will have it, nurture it, from this kind of forum. I am very confident that the stalwarts who are here will definitely share their insights with all body researchers, people of different statures from the country, so that there will be lasting impact and some strong takeaways after this literary festival. I wish a very productive session, and it is a privilege to have the greatest thinker of the society, Javed Akhtar with her in our university today, will also share his thoughts in different sessions. I wish all the best. I wish all the best for this 2 days literary festival. Thank you, Jai Jagan.
Thank you so much, Professor Dr. Nanda. Ladies and gentlemen, we are deeply honored to have the esteemed presence of His Excellency Dr. Haribabu Kammalpati, Honorable Governor of Odisha, as the chief guest for the inaugural ceremony of 3rd edition of SOA Lit Fest. He represents a distinguished blend of academic achievement, governance and public service. It will be an honor to now request him to address the gathering.
Professor Pradeep Kumar Nanda, Vice Chancellor, SOA, Mr. Javed Akhtar, Sahitya Samman awardee, Dr. K. Srinivas Rao, former Secretary, Sahitya Academy, New Delhi, Mrs. Saraswati Das, Vice President, Shiksha व Anusandhan, Professor Gayatri Bala Panda, SOA Literary Festival Director, Professor Jyoti Ranjan Das, SOA Literary Festival Chief Coordinator, distinguished participants, guests, members of faculty, students, ladies and gentlemen. I am truly delighted to join you all at the inaugural ceremony of the 3rd edition of the SOA Shiksha व Anusandhan Literary Festival 2025, a vibrant celebration of ideas, imagination and creative expression. This gathering of distinguished writers, poets, thinkers, artists and scholars from across the nation reflects the enduring vitality of literature and its profound ability to unite diverse minds. At the very outset, I warmly congratulate Sri Javed Akhtar ji, the recipient of the first SOA Sahitya Samman 2025. His extraordinary contributions as a poet, lyricist, scriptwriter and thinker have shaped the cultural consciousness of India for more than 5 decades. His words have resonated with millions, giving voice to human emotions and enriching Indian literature and cinema in unforgettable ways. The honor conferred upon him today elevates the prestige of this award in its very first year. My heartfelt appreciation also goes to Shiksha व Anusandhan, a premier institution of higher learning, for organizing this festival and curating such a thoughtful platform for meaningful conversations on literature, culture, creativity, and the challenges of our era. Ladies and gentlemen, literature has always been far more than an art form. It is a transformative force that shapes character, nurtures sympathy, and expands our moral imagination. Long before modern systems of education emerged, stories, poems, and epics taught societies their highest ideals such as truth, justice, courage, and compassion. Literature invites us to pause, reflect, and view the world through perspectives other than our own. In moments of joy, literature uplifts us. In moments of uncertainty, it grounds us. And in times of crisis, it gives us courage. Every generation turns to literature to understand life more deeply. The stories we read slowly shape the values we live by. The characters we admire become companions in our moral development. The questions literature raises linger with us long after the last page is turned. Great literature has always served as a mirror to the society. It has questioned injustice, highlighted inequality, and challenged outdated norms. From the writings that energized India's freedom movement to contemporary works that illuminate social realities, literature continues to act as a gentle yet firm conscious of society. A society that reads becomes a society that thinks, and a society that thinks becomes one that progresses. This is why literary festivals such as this are so vital, that they sustain the culture of dialogue, reflection, and shared imagination. Ladies and gentlemen, today the world is changing at unprecedented speed. Technology permeates every aspect of life, and artificial intelligence is reshaping communication, creativity, and even human relationships. In such a transformative moment, the theme of this festival, culture, creativity, and artificial intelligence, is both timely and insightful. Culture gives us identity and continuity. Creativity gives us imagination and expression. Artificial intelligence offers new capabilities that are redefining thought, work, and communication. As technology accelerates, it becomes all more important for society to remain rooted in its cultural foundations and guided by its creative spirit. Artificial intelligence may offer speed, precision, and immense computational power, but it is culture that gives direction and creativity that gives purpose. In a world driven by algorithms, literature reminds us of feeling. In an age of leaning towards automation, culture reminds us of values, and in a world expanding into virtual spaces, creativity keeps alive the spark of human imagination. Artificial intelligence can support human innovation, but it cannot replace depth of human experience. Our task is not to choose between technology and the humanities, but to help them grow together. Technology providing tools and culture, and creativity providing wisdom and sensitivity. A future shaped by artificial intelligence will still depend upon empathy, ethical judgment, and the ability to imagine what lies beyond code. Literature, art and cultural memory will remain central in ensuring that our technological journey stays humane and deeply connected to our shared values. I also wish to acknowledge the remarkable work of Prachin, the Center for Preservation, Propagation and Restoration of Ancient Culture and Heritage. Its dedication to research, manuscript digitization, and the publication of invaluable ancient texts, including the critical edition of Saralada's Mahabharata, reflects a steadfast commitment to safeguarding our cultural heritage. By hosting this festival, this distinguished center of learning reminds us that scientific and technological progress must always be accomplished by the enrichment of art, literature, and culture. Progress gains meaning only when it elevates the human spirit and strengthens our collective imagination. I am confident that the discussions and reflections over the next 2 days will inspire new ideas, nurture creativity, and further strengthen the literary tradition of our country. May this festival continue to illuminate minds, ignite imagination, and cultivate a society that is thoughtful, compassionate, and culturally enriched. Thank you. Vande Utkala Janani. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, His Excellency, the Honorable Governor of Odisha, for your inspiring address. We are indebted for your presence here today with us. May I now invite Professor Dr. Jyoti Ranjan Das, Dean Students Welfare, SOA University, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning. तृतीय SOA साहित्य उत्सव रे मुख्य अतिथि भाव में जोगदी थिबा ओडिशा महामहिम राज्यपाल डॉक्टर हरिबाबू कंभपति महोदय, SOA साहित्य सम्मान संबंधित महान व्यक्तित्व कवि लेखक मिस्टर जावेद अख्तार महोदय, केंद्र साहित्य अकादमी न्यू दिल्ली पूर्वतन संपादक डॉक्टर के श्रीनिवास राव, सम्मानित अतिथि प्रोफेसर प्रदीप्त कुमार नंद, कुलपति SOA विश्वविद्यालय, श्रीमती शाश्वती दास, उपसभापति शिक्षा अनुसंधान, प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर गायत्री बाला पंडा, डायरेक्टर ऑफ द फेस्टिवल एंड हेड प्राचीन SOA, distinguished delegates, writers, poets, literature lovers, deans, directors, officials, members of SOA family, staff, students, persons from media, ladies and gentlemen. What can I say? Only one line. महामहिम राज्यपाल प्रेरणादायी वक्तव्य आम समस्त को उत्साहित करिछि। सेदिपाई पिलामानंको विशेष करी अनुरोध करिवि गोटे करताली देई प्रेरणादायी वक्तव्य तांकर उपस्थिति एही कार्यक्रम को अत्यंत गौरवमय करिछि। ता सहित भारत वर्षर महान लेखक तथा कवि पद्मभूषण मिस्टर जावेद अख्तर को आम टेलीविजन रे देखिथिलु आज तांको निज आखिरे देखि आम निजको निजे अत्यंत गर्व अनुभव करूछु। यह केवल सोआ विश्वविद्यालय द्वारा संभव हो पारिछि जहाको प्रति मिनिट रे अनुभव करबा पई सुजोग दैछन्ति से होछन्ति आर प्राण प्रतिष्ठाता प्रोफेसर मनोज रंजन नायक जानकर प्रेरणा मार्गदर्शन रे ए विश्वविद्यालय आज भारत वर्षर 15तम श्रेष्ठ विश्वविद्यालय हो पारिछि।